Yeah, look, obviously I'm pretty excited to get to this point, but definitely not satisfied. Our goal going in has been to win a championship, and that's what the focus is. So obviously it's great to be at home, and that excitement is going to be great. But our job's not done yet. Yeah, look, Toowoomba, they play extremely hard. Look, it's no fluke for them to make the semi-finals. They've knocked off a few big teams throughout the years. So, yeah, look, in semi-final basketball, you got to lay everything on the line. So we kind of expected them to play that way. It was going to be a full quarter grind. That's what we said. And it wasn't until the fourth that we were able to break away. Yeah, look, I think we just built pressure over four quarters defensively. We did a really good job on Kendall throughout, making him, take tough shots. Tried to make other guys go beat us, and it was always going to be a grind that way. And I think defensively in the end was where it was won. So it was nice to be able to finally get a bit of a lead in that fourth quarter, and sustain that for the rest of it. Yeah, look, Brisbane are really unorthodox. They play a lot of emotion offense that keeps their spacing great. A lot of dribble drive stuff. Not a lot of set plays. So in terms of scouting, it's a little bit challenging because they don't run too many sets. So we had a really big battle with them. A few weeks back. To their credit, they beat us at home. The only team to do so this year. So that's going to give them a bit of confidence going in here, thinking that they can come and beat us in this venue. So we've got to focus on the things that we're good at, defensively, rebounding the basketball, and then offensively, making sure we execute. So I think if we do those things, hopefully we put ourselves in a good position. Yeah, look, I think, while everyone's kind of forgot about it, it's back in the mind of the guys that played. Obviously it stung a bit. Losing that grand final series, but we've got a completely different group this year. While the majority of the local guys are still involved, we brought in the two or three new guys that weren't there. So their optimism and their positivity is really rubbing off, and it's kind of been in the past. So for us, it's focusing on this year and this team, and hopefully going out and winning a championship. Preparation-wise, it's not too different to any other weeks. We don't have to do anything differently. We've had pretty solid success throughout the year, and focus on the things in practice that we need to. So, for us, it's about controlling the tempo early on. Everyone's going to be excited, and I'm sure there's going to be a bit of nerves there. So, look, making sure we get a good start is probably critical. And then just going from there. I mean, coaching-wise, you got to make adjustments as you go, but it really, it's up to the players to go out there and execute what we need to get done.
Highlights for me were our amazing defence. We've been good all year defensively, but it was outstanding. We restricted Gladstone to 59 shots, got 20 turnovers, 3 or 4 shot clock violations, backcourt violations. I don't think they got too many shots that weren't hotly contested in there, so that was quite amazing. I thought we got our shots off pretty comfortably in there. We didn't shoot it all that well, so to shoot 35% and win, again, it's quite amazing out there. But again, no surprises with these guys. The defence is just that outstanding. Massive highlight. The form of Dusty Reichardt, another highlight. It's the best he's ever stepped up in the 3 years that I've coached him. And Aaron Anderson down the stretch, Ryan Jeffries all game, albeit that he didn't shoot that well, but geez, he played fantastic basketball. So our 3 big guns were really good when it mattered. So yeah, that's it. Look, the recovery's fine. We've had a long season. We started in January. We actually started scrimmaging in November, but we started official training mid-January. Long pre-season. We played 9 pre-season games, so we put them through a 6-week fitness block with our conditioners. So they played 29 games thus far into the season, and so their recovery's not a problem at all. Like, we got to training, it was very relaxed, but it was very sharp. Guys are in great spirits. Our actually was a bit of a problem trying to keep them focused. They were laughing and joking that much on practice on Monday night. So no, the preparation's good, everyone's fit, no injuries in there, so yeah, couldn't be better. Okay, we've been preparing against a series in Mackay, I think it's since round 2 when I saw them play Logan. It was round 1 or 2, but we've been preparing since that point. I pretty much thought straight away, if we make the grand final, that'll be the team we're playing. So I've watched them at every opportunity. We geared our defence, worked towards playing Mackay. I've done this every year of my coaching. We try to pick out the team we're most likely to play and start preparing then. So all year's been just a preparation, not just for Mackay, but for us as well. We've been preparing for finals basketball and tried to play as close to finals basketball as we could in every game that we've played. So we had a few games there where we struggled to concentrate in there, but no, we haven't left any stone unturned all year. So the preparation's just been ongoing. So this week's just no different. I don't think it'll influence this weekend other than the fact that you know, we know that we can compete with Mackay. That was the important thing to come out of the Mackay Rocky weekend, is knowing that we could compete with the very elite teams in the league and do it on their court in front of their home crowd. So I always believed we could, but it was for the players' point of view. They now will be far more relaxed about going up there, knowing they can beat it. But in terms of influencing the game itself, both teams are going to come out with totally different mindsets and preparations from that game. There wasn't much riding on it. Both teams are highly competitive, and there's no mistake both teams were trying to win the game, but we've got a bit more at stake this weekend. So yeah, really I don't think that game's going to have any influence whatsoever, other than that we know we can compete and win there. We'll have a bearing on the match, and it's a great bearing for us because, again, we prepared for this all year. We started training in January, as I just said before. We played 9 pre-season games. We played 29 games. We're 26-3 for the year. We scheduled 3 double headers over the pre-season. We played double headers during the season, and our last two weekends of the season were double headers. So it comes to any bearing there. The bearing's all with us because we're the guys that have played all the games. We played a lot of recent double headers in there. We played 2 really hard finals where we've had to come from behind. So yeah, you know, we set out to be the fittest team in this league. Our conditioners have worked us that way. We've worked in the training, and we play a style of basketball that's a high possession game, and teams only get to play that when they play us. But when we play that basketball every week. We train that basketball every week. No doubt we're the fittest team in the league. So we look forward to a 3-game series. Oh, look, that's a hard question. You know, we'd like to take it, not get any more than the first couple of minutes of the game in there, but we'd like to think that we're going to come out and get a better start than we got against them in the last game of the regular season. I'm not sure how many people are aware, but we gave them a 19-point start, 34-15 in the first quarter. And we come back, got that back to 4 points in there just prior to half time. So yeah, we'd be working real hard to get better shot selection in that first few minutes in there, and enable our defence to start to take effect earlier in the game than what it did. When we're coming down, jacking shots and missed them, and putting Mackay on the front foot, we'll work harder to get better shots and then give our defence the opportunity to work in there.